The subject of today's video discusses whether DLD can affect memory, how I cope with it, and what I do to cope. Good day, and I hope that I find you well and enjoying life. Thank you for coming back to watch another video about a Developmental Language Disorder, DLD. Like with everything, it depends on the person, but the majority of the time, yes it does. I am unable to remember anything before the age of 15. This made it very difficult when I was writing my book, Finding a Voice. This is because the stroke that I had in the room affected quite a large area of my brain, including the language and memory compartments. So, how does this affect me? Well, from that time up to the age of 15, I can't remember anything. If someone asked me what I did when I was, say, 7 years old, I would only be able to tell them things that I sort of remember or have been told about. For example, let's take that question now, and I'll tell you. When I was 7, I was still having speech therapy in London, and I think that I was in the last year of elementary school before going to Dawn House School. I am not 100% sure though. Just to digress for a minute, if you find this video helpful, why don't you give it a thumbs up, as it does help me. It doesn't really bother me. I do get a bit upset when I hear people like my ex-wife speak of their childhood, and I wish I could remember more of my childhood, but I'm sure that the blocks that I have there are there for a reason. Why exactly? I don't know. I remember something that makes a big impact on my life, albeit a person or an event. The memories that I have, like having my family around me, the time that I spent with my mom, the experience that I gained since leaving school, etc., are all that matters to me now. I can't bring back what I've lost, and at least I have patches of my childhood, just not the whole lot. When I was writing my book, Finding a Voice, sorry, I need to plug my book somewhere in these videos. I had to maximize my brain productivity to make it remember my childhood by literally sitting in a quiet place and virtually meditating. The other way I completed the task was to have someone jog my memory, which usually was my ex-wife, and that usually worked. Away from writing my book, the other way in which I taught myself to remember things would be tapping that side of my head. I think it is where that temple is, like this. And for me, that usually works. I remember things for quite some time when I do that. Still, it is usually when I'm talking to someone and I'll remember what I want to tell them. Something, but I want to let them finish what they are saying, so I tap that side of my head and it fixes that thought in my brain. And then, once the other person is done with whatever they are saying, then I can tell them their thought. If you find this video helpful, why don't you subscribe? Press that like button, ring the notification bell, and then share this video with anyone whom you think you will enjoy and find it interesting and may help them. Next week's video will discuss whether developmental language disorder is genetic, and if it is, does any of my family members have DLD? So I hope you will join me in that next video, and in the meantime, why don't you watch this video that YouTube thinks you will find interesting, right here. So, peace out.